How do travel agents actually make money? Because I know what a lot of you are thinking. Do people even pay travel agents? Isn't everything free online now? And I don't blame you for wondering that. There's a lot of confusion out there. Some people think we charge huge fees. Other people think it's all a scam. And some people genuinely have no idea where the money comes from. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how travel agents get paid in 2026. No hype, no inflated numbers, just the real structure. You're going to understand why this business model is so attractive, especially for people looking for a flexible side income. Let's start with the foundation, commissions. Here's how it works at the most basic level. When you, as a travel agent, book a trip for a client, the travel supplier pays you a commission after the trip is over. That's the cruise line, the resort, the tour operator, the hotel. They pay you a percentage of the total booking. And here's the part that surprises most people. The client doesn't pay more. In many cases, they pay the exact same price they would have paid booking directly. Sometimes even less, because agents have access to group rates and promotions that the public can't always see. So where's the money come from? It comes from the supplier's marketing budget. Think about it. If Marriott or Royal Caribbean can pay a travel agent to bring them a customer instead of spending that money on Facebook ads, that's a better deal for them. The customer gets personal service, the supplier gets a loyal customer, and the agent earns a commission. Everybody wins. Now, commission rates vary by supplier and by product. Cruise lines typically pay somewhere between 10 and 16%. Hotels and resorts vary widely, anywhere from 8 to 15%. Tour operators often pay 10 to 15%. Some luxury suppliers pay even more because their products have higher margins. Unfortunately, airlines don't pay anything, except maybe on some international trips. But most domestic travel and most regular international travel, you don't get paid for booking airlines, unfortunately. So let me put that in real numbers. Say you book a couple on a $5,000 cruise. At a 12% commission, that's $600 you just earned on one booking. One couple, one trip. Now, you're not going to retire off one booking. But stick with me, because when you start to see how these stack up, the picture gets pretty interesting. By the way, I haven't even gotten to planning fees yet. That's a whole second income stream that a lot of newer agents don't even know about. I'll get to that in a bit. But first, let me show you why repeat clients are the real gold mine in this business. This is the part that changed everything for me personally. When I first started, I was focused on getting new clients. Every booking felt like I was starting from scratch, and it got to be exhausting. But then something happened. My first clients came back. They didn't just book one trip. They booked again and again and again. And then they told their friends, and those friends started booking with me. And suddenly I wasn't chasing business anymore. Business was coming to me. This is what most people miss about the travel agent business. It's not a one and done transaction, especially if you got a brain. It's a relationship business, and relationships compound over time. Let me walk you through a real scenario. Let's say you have a client. We'll call her Diane. Diane books a cruise through you. She has a great experience because you put her in the right cabin, recommended the right excursions, and when her luggage got delayed, you handled it. 6 months later, Diane comes knocking again. She wants to book a family reunion trip. 8 cabins. That's not one commission. That's 8 commissions, all from one client who already trusts you. A year goes by, Diane refers her neighbor to you. Her neighbor refers her book club. And now from one original client, you built a web of business that's generating income year after year after year. That's what I mean when I say one client can generate revenue for years. It's not theoretical. It's how this business actually works when you do it right. You serve people well, and the business grows organically. Now, I know some of you are thinking, okay, commissions sound great, but what about planning fees? What are those? Can I actually charge people for my time? That is a great question, and the answer might change how you think about this entire business. So let's talk about planning fees, because this is a game changer, especially for newer agents. A planning fee is exactly what it sounds like. It's a fee you charge the client for the time and expertise it takes to plan and service their trip. And before you say, why would anybody pay that? Let me explain why they happily pay it. When someone comes to you with a complex trip, say a 2-week European itinerary with flights, trains, hotels in 4 different cities, restaurant reservations, and museum tickets, that's hours of work. research, comparing options, building the itinerary, revising it based on their feedback, booking everything, confirming everything. A planning fee respects your time and your expertise. And here's what's interesting. Clients who pay a planning fee tend to be better clients because they value your work. They're more committed to the process because they have skin in the game, and they're less likely to waste your time and then go book on their own. Planning fees vary. Some agents charge a flat rate, $100, $250, sometimes $500 or more for pretty complex itineraries. Others charge per person or per segment. There's no real one-size-fits-all. And here's the best part. The planning fee is often in addition to the commission. So you're earning the fee up front for your work, and then you're earning the commission when the trip books. It's two income streams from the same client. Now, not every agent charges planning fees, and not every booking requires one. Simple bookings like a straightforward cruise or an all-inclusive resort, those usually don't need a fee, maybe a small one. The commission usually covers the time you've invested. But for more complex, customized travel, a planning fee isn't just justified, it's professional. It positions you as an expert, not a free booking service. You're starting to see why this business model works, and especially if you're someone who loves helping people plan amazing experiences, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm building a whole series on how the travel agent business really works, from the money side to the skills you need to what to watch out for. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of it. Now, let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture, because I think this is where most people either get excited or get skeptical. I want to be completely honest with you. In your first few months as a travel agent, you'll probably not make a whole lot, maybe a couple $100, maybe less. You're learning the systems, you're building your first client relationships, you're figuring out which suppliers you want to work with. It's a learning curve, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But here's what happens if you stick with it. Month by month, your client base grows. One client becomes three becomes 10. And because travel is something people do repeatedly, birthdays, anniversaries, family reunions, annual vacations, those clients don't just book once, they book year after year. So by the time you're a year or two in, you might have 30 or 40 active clients, each one booking 1 or 2 trips a year. Some of those $2,000 trips, some are $8,000 trips. And the commissions are stacking. I've seen agents who started this as a side hustle, 10 hours a week, and within 2 years, they're earning $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year in commissions. Not because they found some secret hack, because they did the work. They served their clients well and let the compounding effect do its thing. Is it guaranteed? Nope. Nothing in any business is ever guaranteed, but it is realistic for someone who's willing to learn, to show up consistently, and genuinely care about their clients. And let me be clear about something. This is not a get-rich-quick scenario. If someone is telling you that you're going to make $10,000 your first month with no experience, run. Run the other way as far and as fast as you can. Because that's hype, that's BS. That's not how real businesses work. It's a slow build, a steady build, and for the right person, that's the appeal. So, is the travel agent business worth it financially? Here's my honest answer. If you're looking for a quick payday, yeah, no, not for you. But if you're someone who enjoys helping people, who loves travel, who wants a flexible business you can grow at your own pace, and someone who understands that real income takes time to build, this business model is honestly one of the best I've ever seen. Low startup costs, no inventory, no shipping, and a product that people are actually excited to buy. Now, in my next video, I'm going to help you figure out if you're the right type of person for this business, because the skills that make a great travel agent might actually surprise you, and you might already have most of them. If this helped you understand how the money actually works, drop a comment and tell me, was there anything in this video that surprised you? I do read every comment, and your questions help me know what to cover next. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.